What's going on, everybody? Coming at you from Central Florida. This is a jar, a 1 liter jar of refrigerator pickles that I made 4 days ago from some cucumbers that I harvested last Saturday. And these have been sitting in this homemade brine in the refrigerator for 4 days. And this is going to be the first time that I'm trying them. I don't know, there you go. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, that is so good. It's so crunchy. The brine is definitely soaked through it. I did water and white vinegar, dill, garlic, a little bit of onion. Oh my goodness, I love pickles so much. Some spices. That is so good. Those aren't gonna last that long. I love pickles. I want to show you guys how I grew these pickles, or these cucumbers. Oh my goodness, that was so delicious. I'm so excited. That's the whole reason why I grew these. Okay, I decided to grow these cucumbers up my guava trees. I'm gonna talk about that for a second. I know I've shown it in a walkthrough I did of the garden the other day, but there's reasoning behind it. Okay, number one, I'm cheap, or frugal as you would call it, and I didn't want to buy a trellis. Number two, trellising can take up a lot of space, and I'm not against trellising. I've got a trellis over there with long beans on it. I kind of wanted to create this symbiotic relationship between some fruit trees and some vines, okay? Because I spend a lot of time in the woods, and you do see vines climbing through trees in nature, and that's something that I wanted to create in my backyard. And I also wanted to save money without buying trellis. So what I did is this is like a mutualistic relationship where both species are benefiting rather than just one species, which would be like a parasitic relationship. So here you can see the base of my guava tree, and I took a nice heap of compost, this compost that I make here at the house, and I put it right at the base of the tree, and that's what I planted the cucumber in. And it's beneficial. Obviously, the cucumber gets a ton of nutrients, and it's able to climb. Now, I've helped it. If you could see, I put some of this trail tape up here, but it's able to climb. How is that good for the cucumber? Well, it's good for the cucumber because it keeps it off the ground. A lot of people grow it like a bush and let it crawl along the ground. Keeps it off the ground, which is going to help it prevent disease from getting wet and not being able to dry out. There's a lot of airflow with these vines growing through the trees like that, because they are definitely susceptible to different funguses and diseases like that. It also gets the flowers up off the ground and easier for the pollinators to find. If you look, there's a nice one there with another cucumber that needs to be pollinated tomorrow. There's a nice one down there. Yeah, there's several ones. I know here's one that's already been pollinated. So it's really good to get these cucumbers off the ground, let them grow up the tree. But it's also good for the guava in the sense that the cucumber growing up the trunk helps choke out unwanted growth from the center of the plant. And it also helps because, you know, you've got all this compost at the base of it, and every time you water the cucumber or fertilize the cucumber, you can see how many flowers. I harvested a couple really nice cucumbers off of this vine on Saturday, which is how I made those pickles. Oh look, there's another nice one right there. That'll be ready soon. So anyways, every time you water these cucumbers, you're feeding your guavas, okay? And I mean, as you can see here, there's blooms opened up. I mean, there's blooms all over. These are gonna start forming fruit. There's blooms and buds all over these trees. So truly, both of these species are benefiting. So I just wanted to give that idea. If anybody has a fruit tree that's similar to these, you should definitely try to grow some cucumbers up them, and you might be surprised how they turn out. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more gardening videos. Have a nice day.